Hey boos, welcome back to my channel. Today's video we are going to be doing a fill on my client. Actually, this is a reverse fill, so I'm going to show you guys how I do that and give you some tips and tricks. And this is my beautiful client Michaela. She normally gets a volume set, but today I wanted to spice it up a little bit since she's going on vacation to Cancun. So we are going to give her a nice fill, but I'm going to switch it up just a little bit. So here I am putting on the patches for her to tape her bottom lashes down. You want to make sure that you do this and make sure that you get every bottom lash because you don't want to get any stickies. And it is important to do this also so that way you'll have a barrier. So what a reverse fill is, it is instead of going in and how you would normally remove all the grown out lashes, I like to do it as I go. So normally that would be washing and drying the lashes, taping them down. If there are some that are super long, I'll just go ahead and take those off, but I use the banana peel method to take the growing out lashes off and I just replace them. So I'll show you guys as we go along. So here what we want to do is when I get started, the thing is with a reverse fill, she has a pretty good base going already. She isn't missing very many, so I would do a reverse fill when they have like 50% or more, kind of depending on the style. But I like to tape up the lashes because this is how am able to separate and get in there and kind of add in any lashes that are missing, but also I'll show you guys once we get to the removal part. So I wish you guys could see her lashes, but she is a true redhead. She has beautiful naturally red hair, so the hair is a little more lighter, so you won't be able to see. So I'm using 17 millimeter CC, and all I normally use, guys, is 0.03, the diameter. That is all that I use for every single client that I do. You won't catch me using anything else but 0.03. My favorite curl pattern right now is CC, of course. So I'm using CC 17 millimeter through the top, and I'm going to use a little bit of 18 in the middle, just because she has very beautiful blue eyes, but also she has a beautiful eye shape to where it can support that length. And she also has the lash length as well. And although her lashes are a little like lighter, they are a little coarser. So and they are naturally about a 16. Her longest natural lash length is a 16. So right here I am going in and I am separating, and I'm going to start removing as I go. So here you'll see me use the banana peel method, and I just hold my isolation tweezers at the base and then my lash tweezer, and then I just pop the well, I shouldn't say pop, but I just break the bond of the eyelash extension, and it normally just slides off, or I'll just peel it right off if I can get a hold of it. And you want to make sure you practice this, guys, because you can break your client's lashes off, but as long as you hold the bottom of the base with your isolation tweezer, you should be good. So I'm going in and I'm filling in as I go, and this set does not take me long to do, but however, we're going to go in and add in a few different lengths. Before this, she had 16 millimeter across that top part. So like I said, we're adding in that 17 millimeter because I want her to have a nice lighter look this time. She normally gets them pretty full, but as you'll see with the different lengths that we're going to add in, it's going to be easier and just more like nice and very fun and flirty and very vacation like. So right here, I love taping back the lashes, as you see right here. That is my favorite tip that I tell all my students, and just in general, I pretty much use it on everyone because you're able to go in and get some lashes that you may have missed in two of the corners of the lash. So right here where I have it taped back, pretty much a lot of the times you can get miss some lashes over there because it gets pretty crowded in that area. So you want to make sure that you lash as many lashes as you can. Right here I am using the tape to pull over and do the inner corners, and I like doing the inner corners this way because it does keep the client's eye closed, but also it gets the ones that are way far over. You're able to get those too, so it won't look like you're just starting like in the middle of her eye, if that makes sense. So here I used one 10 millimeter, and then I used 11, 12, and I jumped right to 14. I skipped 13, I jumped right to 14. So you'll see me just go in order. I kind of keep a count, kind of depending on how I want the style to look, especially when I'm having to rebuild a base and I'm doing a new base. So I'm kind of just keeping a count in my head. And this is C and CC mixed. So 11 through 14. I do quite a bit of 12s in that middle little area right here. This is super satisfying to watch. Like it's satisfying to watch back your work and just see how intricate it is to do eyelash extensions. And you guys, I never thought that I would be able to hand make my own fans and to be able to do the sets that I do, but it really does take a lot of practice and consistently working on clients. So as long as you keep taking people and you keep learning from your mistakes, it's going to get easier with time. And so here, as you see that we pull the tape over, you're able to kind of get more lashes, and I'm just kind of building out that whole base. So the point here is not to fill in any of the second or third layer of lashes. We're just going in and trying to get a good base down of how we want the lash to look overall. So just get that banana peel method, and I break the bond, and then I just slide that off, and then I just go in and I replace it. And I work side to side a lot of the times, you guys. I know some people like to jump over to avoid stickies, but I do use a fast drying adhesive. I am using one of Liv Bay's fast drying adhesive. So the one that's for mega volume lashes, I believe. So I'm using that one. It kind of helps me with my speed since I am a little bit faster now. But if you guys are beginners, make sure you take your time when doing this. And if you do happen to work side by side, make sure you go back and check for any stickies before you move along. So as the inner corner number count is fresh in my mind, I just go ahead and do the other side and work on that. I know they say don't talk to your clients while you're lashing, but I can't help it. Like me and my clients, we talk all the time and we have the best conversations ever. I think you sit here and it's a very intimate service to be doing eyelash extensions. Like you're all in people's faces, but I just like to take the time to learn more about my clients as people and what they like to do, and I could find something in common with every single last one of them. So I'm very, very fortunate to have a range of clientele as well. So all different ethnicities. I have pretty much every ethnicity you could think of as a clientele, and I love it. It keeps me fresh. It keeps me learning new things and, celebrating all of their beauties, their unique beauties in every way. They're just really amazing. So I just love them. They're really cool. They make my day, like, just to come sit and talk and do lashes, create art, and sit here with people. Like, I just love it. So on her left eye over here, she had more missing than the right side. So I'm going in with 17cc to build that whole structure back out to kind of match the right side before we go in and fill and do the fun part. So all in all, this part takes me quite a while to build a set, especially when I'm switching it up from it just being a regular volume set and kind of giving it a little bit of a wispy feel. It's not like my wispy sets that I do a lot, but it's a slight change, and you'll see towards the end how it looks. But like I said, I'm going in with 17cc, and I'm going to do some 18cc right in the middle. And a reverse fill I pretty much do on all of my clients unless they are completely grown out to where I can really see them. I'll just go in and take them off. But only do this method if you're comfortable with it, and if you know how to do the banana peel method, then definitely go in and do that. And if you would like a video more on how to do the banana peel method, just comment below and I will get on that for you guys. So let's talk about adhesive real quick while I have you guys right here. So I think I changed my glue cup about 4 to 5 times during this whole session, because of course you need to change your glue cup every 15 minutes at least. You need to change it because it starts to get thick, and then the retention is not going to be there. And one thing about, they say not putting a whole lot of adhesive on your eyelash extensions, and I agree, but I also do agree that it varies from client to client. So my client here, although she has lighter lashes, her lashes are more coarser. So if I were to put a little dot on like I do the majority of my other clients, she's not going to have the retention there. So just be mindful in that way that you may have to use a little bit more adhesive for your clients who have a little bit more of a coarser hair. And so here, like I said, I really am going in and just building out that base. So I'm adding some 17 and some 18 right there in the middle. And now we're going on to my favorite part, you guys. So if you know me, I'm going to tape back some lashes. I'm going to tape the lashes all kind of ways. But this is my favorite part. And this is the one thing that I'm doing a little bit differently on her set. So the reason why I like taping back the lashes like this is because, as you can see right there, like that middle, like I would have missed all those lashes. And also it helps me separate the baby lashes a little bit better. And you want to make sure that you're not lashing any of her new lashes or baby lashes, or putting on a lash that's too heavy. Like I said, she has a natural 16 in most areas, so I'm being intentional about which length I put on each lash. So right here is where you'll see me kind of go in and add a few more of those 17s, 18s, and then I'm going to add on for the bottom layer. I'm going to go in with 14D curl. So I'm going to go in with 14D curl and add a little bit of 15 in some areas as well, just to give it a little dimension. So that's 2 millimeter difference from that middle and top, from the 18 and the 17, so about a 3 to 2 millimeter difference, which kind of gives it a little bit of a wispy look, not too dramatic, but just enough to kind of make it cute and flirty. You guys will see what I'm talking about at the end. They turned out so beautiful. And so right here in that inner corner, when I pull back, I'm going to actually go in with some 13 and a little bit of 14 right there, because the lashes are a little bit shorter than the other one. So just make sure that you keep that in mind. So yeah, right here, gonna go in with some 13 and a little bit of 14. I think that most people don't get the sets that they're looking for because they use one to two, maybe three different lash lengths, and that's good. But once you put a little dimension in there with using different curl patterns, is where the magic really happens, and you kind of make it your own thing. So sometimes I'll use up to 5, maybe 6 different lengths and 3 to 4 different curl patterns. It just really makes it more fun and creative, but also it's kind of a thing that only pretty much I can do, and then my clients come back for that one thing that I know how to do, which is, like I said, how I built my business out for a full clientele, and how I made 6 figures was niching down in this area of doing mainly wispy sets. Now I do have those clients who still get regular volume, but for the most part, all of my clients pretty much get my freestyle sets. And believe it or not, I remember every single thing that I use, every single number, every single curl pattern. I could look at one of my clients and just remember, and that just comes from doing hair. From me starting out my career was a hairstylist, so I would remember pretty much everyone's formula. So here we're pretty much all done, you guys. We're done. I believe we're done. Yes, we are done. And this is the important part. You need to go through and check your isolation. You need to check to make sure that you have no stickies. We do get stickies. You should at least get probably like 1 or 2 that you'll have to like pull apart, but you want to go through and make sure, because the longer it sits, the more it cures, and it can cause discomfort, pain, and damage to your client's natural lashes. And of course, we don't want that. And the best part about eyelash extensions is you should be able to brush through. You should be able to separate each lash, and that's what makes it fun for the client and more comfortable for them, because that's what makes it feel like regular lash. And as you guys see, that I love like nice full lashes, so that's why I'm always using 0.03, because it's very lightweight and you're able to customize it a little more, so it always looks different depending on your style and the client's eye shape. Make sure you dry completely. Some clients' eyes are sensitive, especially when you take the tape off just from being closed for a while, or sometimes like that bottom layer, you do need to dry them just a little bit longer, especially if that's the last thing you do, like I did. So I'll try to make sure to dry a little bit longer, so that way the fumes won't get in their eyes once they open them, because it is a little painful and just shocking to them in a way that it's not cool. So just make sure you do your due diligence of doing that. And so we're making sure everything is good for the big reveal. You guys, I'm so obsessed. I can't wait for you guys to see these. She was so excited too, because sometimes I'll surprise my clients to be like, all right, we're going to just do something differently today. And it's just fun, because their eyelashes never look the same every time I do it. And these are a little bit lighter than what I do for her, but I really, really love these on her. So depending on how they hold up for vacation, we're probably going to keep doing them. So pretty. So not completely super wispy, but just a little wispy. And I'm going to get you a better view right here, you guys. I really hope that this helped. And for more tips, of course, like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time in my next video. Bye.